What's this all about?
Just a little scheme to prove my theory that information about my plans and movements leaks from the conference room and reaches the Crimson Ghost. I've planted an envelope up in the hills. We're going out to get it. I'm hoping some of the ghost crowd will get the news and try to follow us.
So that's it. Let's go.
Okay, follow me.
Right.
The car we just passed is trailing us. Make the next left turn and head for Pelton Road.
Are they still with us?
Yes, it looks as though my hunch was right.
He's turning off.
Slow down a little and follow him. You hide behind the tree and cover me in case they try to rush us.
Okay.
You've got to get that letter. I'll run him down and you grab it.
Right.
Dead.
And Ash got away, so our trip here was useless.
Oh, no. We've definitely proved that the Crimson Ghost gets his information through some leak in the conference room.
Which doesn't help unless you can find the leak.
I think I can. After everyone leaves tonight, meet me in the conference room and I'll show you. Will you get the car? So I decided the only place to keep the heavy water was right here in our own vault. This bottle contains the entire supply from the chemical house. No one will think of looking for it here. And besides, only members of our own group know the combination of the safe. There, that's a good job done. Let's go. Game's up, Anderson. So, you're the mysterious Crimson Ghost.
Kill him, Anderson. You are armed. Well, what are you waiting for? Ash, go in there. Get the water.
He's dead. Another victim of the Crimson Ghost.
It's Ash. He got the heavy water.
They're following us, all right.
Wait for me. Here he comes.
You are very clever, Professor Richards. It's no use, Richard. This is the end.
Duncan!
Quick, close the door.
Is the Crimson Ghost in there?
He was, but he escaped through a sliding door. We can't go in there until the place clears out. Then we'll search it for clues.
We have the heavy water and can go ahead with our plans to build the larger Cyclotrode.
The bottle you got wasn't heavy water. This is just plain ordinary water.
Of all the double-crossing...
We've been tricked by cleverness. Something to be admired even in an enemy. But not too much. This means that the heavy water is still at Cornwall's chemical company. We'll get it tonight.
Sure. All we have to do is to get through a steel fence that's charged with high-voltage electricity, and then open a burglar-proof vault. I know that place. I saw it.
The Cyclotrode will neutralize the steel fence. And Pete Snyder is making an electric stethoscope that magnifies the sound of falling tumblers several hundred times. With it, a novice could open the safe.
Well, that's better.
Now, as soon as it's dark, I want you to go to Snyder's.
Here's the electric stethoscope.
Good. Now I'll neutralize the high voltage in the fence.
Worked perfectly.
Why, of course. Now, when you get the heavy water, take it to Cole. He has a plane waiting at Gopher Flats. We'll fly the stuff to the mountain hideout. We'll store it there until we're ready to use it.
Okay, go ahead. I'll stand guard out here.
Right.
Got it.
Sure. That bolt was a cinch to open with this gadget.
You know, with that electric stethoscope and our cyclotrode, we ought to be able to crack any safe in the country. Take off in a hurry. When the fire broke out, I didn't have a chance in the world to save the heavy water.
Which means we must construct a plant to make our own heavy water. And one of the basic ingredients in its manufacture is refined uranium.
Uranium? That's refined under strict government control.
It is. But nothing stands in the way of the Crimson Ghost. Bain is finishing a device which will take care of that.
One more connection and it's ready.
It's an electric fuse bomb.
Pretty slick job. What's the layout?
A truckload of uranium, guarded by an armed escort, is being shipped to the Federal Atomic Plant by the Owl Creek Bridge.
That's near our mountain hideout.
Which will simplify things. Now, you plant the bomb on the bridge and use the cyclotrode to set it off at a distance as soon as the escort gets onto the bridge. Now, stand by your radio and I'll call you if anything develops at the conference.
I hope I'm not too late. One of my students detained me with a complex engineering problem. That's all right, Professor Van Wyck. You're just in time to see a piece of evidence that came out of the ashes of the plane wreck. This I found in the dead pilot's notebook. Lights, please, Diana. This is a map of the Fernando Hill section northwest of Kimball. Lights, Diana. It was evidently the pilot's guide to a landing strip somewhere in those hills. I've checked with Federal Airways, and there's no record of a landing field within 100 miles of that spot.
Well, that takes you right back where you started.
Not quite. I'm convinced that the Crimson Ghost has secretly built an airstrip there to throw us off his trail. I'm going to survey the area by plane this afternoon. If there's nothing further, gentlemen, I'll report my findings at our next meeting.
Very well. Good afternoon, Duncan.
Calling Ash. Calling Ash.
Ash talking. Go ahead.
Professor Richards is going to survey the landing strip area by plane. This may bring him close to your location. If his plane discovers your truck, he may have to use the Cyclotrode to bring it down.
Right. If any plane shows up, we'll take care of it.
Hart.
Set this up on the bridge and come back as soon as you're through. It's all set. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me a hand. We've got a job to do on the plane.
Diana calling Duncan. Diana calling Duncan.
Go ahead, Diana.
All set. And flying toward the area indicated on the map. Any further instructions?
Just keep cruising around. If you spot anything that looks suspicious, give me the location and I'll follow through in the car.
All right.
That plane's headed this way.
Yeah.
Listen. Looks like you've come too close to us. He spotted us, all right. We'll have to knock him down.
Calling Duncan. Calling Duncan.
Come in, Diana.
There's a truck right below me, and it looks like...
Diana. Diana, what happened?
Parachute's gonna hit near the clearing. Come on. Not so fast, sister. As long as you dropped in, you might as well stay for a while. That uranium truck's almost due at the bridge. Lock her up in the car, and I'll pick you up as soon as we're finished with the truck.
Come on.
Duncan, the truck I told you about has a cyclotrode on it. They used it to crash my plane, and I heard Ash say something about a truckload of uranium due at the bridge.
Uranium? Bridge? There's only one bridge around here, Owl Creek. That leads to the Federal Atomic Plant.
Then they must be planning to wreck the truckload of uranium at the bridge. I saw Ash head back up the hill to his truck.
Come on.